Hello everyone and welcome back to Modelverse Studio. I hope you're all having a wonderful day. Today we have another special video for you guys, and this one ties to our previous video on the Gundam trading card game. Now if you've seen that thumbnail, then you would know that the relationship between that video and this one are the miniatures. Those miniatures are obtained from the Gundam card game starter sets. Currently there's only 4 available, with 3 miniatures per set. Here, the miniatures are obtained from this. These are Choco Sapu. They are basically like Kinder eggs, where there is a toy inside a chocolate container. Here, that is a chocolate sphere. Unfortunately, Kinder eggs are still banned in the US, so I am pretty sure that these ones would be as well. Which to me doesn't make a lot of sense, since the chocolate is around a plastic sphere and the toy is inside that plastic sphere. So be careful if you're here in Japan and you try to take some of these home. You might get in trouble. It would be completely fine though if you remove the chocolate, then they are no longer considered a consumable, as they are now just merely a toy, like a gachapon. Here is a lineup of the 19 total miniatures that you could get, one of them being a secret. The ones that you could get are Gundam Beam Saber, Gundam Hyper Hammer, Gundam Beam Rifle, Gun Cannon, Gun Tank, Jim, Old Saku, Saku, Char Saku, Goof, Dom, Gog, Seagok, Akagai, Sok, Char's Gelgug, Gyan, Xiang, and the secret one. It's going to be very interesting comparing these miniatures to these ones in terms of size and detail. However, one thing that they do have in common is that both of them come in a single color. These ones don't have a base like this, but some of them do have their own unique bases. How many miniatures we can possibly get all depends on how many boxes we have. So let's go ahead and see how many we got. With this many, it is possible for us to get all 19. However, the chances of that happening are unlikely, as we are bound to get some duplicates. Also, to make it easy for us to keep track of the ones we got, I'm going to have a UI on screen. Also, we're going to keep the chocolates on these bowls, one for the milk chocolate and one for the white chocolate, as to throw them away would just be a waste. And I do have plans for them. Let's get started. A gym. Pretty cool. Another gym. The RX-78 too. This chocolate might be bad actually. But as for the miniature, it's another 78. So we have an issue with the chocolate, and it seems that in one of the sets it's really old because it's very brittle, very dry, and I'm not sure if it's even safe to eat. This is how it's supposed to look. So just to play it safe, we're gonna throw these ones away. And here we got a Xeon. Another Xeon. Oh, very cool. A Gion. Another Gion. I cleaned the area a little bit, and for our next set, let's hope that the chocolate on this one is actually good. Okay, this one seems to be good. And we finally got a Saku. Very cool. Another Gion. A Goof. Oh, we got the secret one. Oh, very cool. a Saku. And we are down to our last 10. Gun cannon. And another Gion. Oh, another secret. Our second secret piece. Another RX-78-2 with the mace. Another Seacock. And another Seacock. A Gym. A Saku. And another Gym. And here we have all the 34 miniatures still in their bags. Now let's do a recap and see how many of each we got. 2 Gundam with Beam Saber, 3 Gundam with Hyper Hammer, 1 Gundam with Beam Rifle, 1 Gun Cannon, 0 Gun Tank, 4 Gym, 2 Old Saku, 1 Saku with Rifle, 1 Charge Saku, 2 Goof, 0 Dom, 0 Gog, 3 Seagog, 1 Guy, 3 Sock, 0 Dom, 5 Gion, 3 Xeon, 2 Secret Gundam Last Shot. Out of the 34 boxes that we opened, we got 15 out of 19, which actually isn't all that bad. I was expecting it to be a little worse than that. The ones that we missed were Gun Tank, Dom, Gog, and Char's Gelgoog. The collection wouldn't be complete without having those missing pieces. So I went on to MedReady and got the rest of them. Here we have the Gun Tank, Gog, Dom, and Char's Gelgoog. So with the 4 missing pieces, now our collection is complete. Let's go ahead and get these assembled. And here is the first miniature, the Gundam with the Beam Saber. And actually something that I just found out that's actually really impressive is that I thought that this was a solid piece. But even this one is composed of several pieces. You can remove the arms as well. Even the backpack is removable. So that's really, really cool. And here we are with all of the 19 pieces fully assembled. I didn't want to shoot every single piece because that would have taken forever and it would have made this long video even longer. To me, some of the ones that really stand out are this goof. For me, some of the ones that really stand out are like this goof right here. Even with the minimal amount of detail, you can still appreciate it. Especially right here, you can see the grooves, the texture on the base. I also really like the dome. It is in a very cool pose. Actually, another really cool thing that I realized is that the poses of these miniatures actually resemble scenes from the anime. And here we have our secret one. This is the last shot. This is when Amuro shoots the head of the Sion. Very iconic shot right here. Here is Char's Gelgug, looking really cool. Look at that gun, it's actually pretty detailed for a figure like this. Here we have the Saku, looking really cool. And here is Char's Saku with a bazooka. And what's really cool about this one is that it actually comes with a background. This one's really cool. Here is the RX-78-2 with the ball chain, the hyper hammer. And what I mentioned earlier about the poses from these figures being from the anime. Here's one that we can recreate. Here with the Gog. Do you guys remember this scene? When they're fighting in the water? Oh, and here's another one that I remember. The Seagog and the gym. When the Seagog destroys one of the gyms. And here we have the Sion. This one's looking very cool. And even the back, not bad. Of course, limited detail, but still looking pretty good. Now, just for the fun of it, let's go ahead and compare these with the assembled ones. Initially, I actually thought that they would be the same size, but obviously they are a little bit smaller. Detail-wise, of course, you're going to get more detail here. But if we take a really close look, it still holds up anyway. Looking at the feet, they're pretty much the same. The shield as well. Even the chest, actually. Chest on the assemble. The chest on this one. It's actually not bad. Let's look at a different one. Here's one that actually has the same pose. And that is the gun tank. Here, compared with the assembled gun tank. It's actually pretty close. Obviously, hollowed feet on this one. But check that out, even the chest is actually the same. Let's look at a couple more. Here we have the gun tank. Now let's take a look at the assembled gun tank. What I find really cool about this is that actually the details are the same. Obviously one being more detailed than the other, but everything is there. Here we can see the 7 wheels, just as here. We do see a lot more. We do see a lot more detail right here compared to this one where it's all missing. Besides that, it actually looks pretty good. Okay, now let's take a look at the Saku. And let's look at Char Saku. Here with the bazooka. And here is the assembled one, although here it is holding a rifle. And let's do another comparison with this Saku with the Hit Hawk. Now from any of these, there's 3 Sakus, but neither of them have a Hit Hawk. But just for fun, let's compare it to this one. Again, more panel lines on this one. Some of the details in the back are missing. Either way, I'm still impressed with the level of detail on this ones. I actually wasn't expecting it to be this good. There you have it, guys. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video. Unboxing all 34 pieces was definitely fun, and we did get closer than expected. Next up is to paint some of these and make little mini dioramas. We'll be back with something new next week. So until then, have a nice day, take care, and I'll see you in the next one.